Ahoy there, YouTube! I'm back again today for another Kickstarter critique where I take a look at a different tabletop game project every weekday at 1:40 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and do a live stream with you checking it out. And today I'm very excited to be checking out Harakiri, Blades of Honor, cooperative campaign game in which you will enter a fantastic and changing ... which is currently the second most popular project on all of games and probably all of Kickstarter, I do believe. Oh, number 3. Oh, I gotta check out this Panda controller sometime. Cooperative companion, but anywho, number 3, that's spectacular. Raised 343,000 euros, I believe, because that one looks like an E. I think that's what I was told. And it has 12 days left to go, so it's a relatively short campaign. This one launched yesterday on Tuesday, but it launched later in the afternoon, at least U.S. time. So I'm interested to see this one. So I'm looking at the main image, and I'm seeing minis. I see a board. I see some dice. I'd like to see a price. I'd like to see a player count, a time, ages. Kickstarter exclusive. I will say I like the fact you're spotlighting that. Fun in 15 minutes, whatever. Nobody cares. It's been abused by. I mean, there was a game yesterday that had needed $3,000. One that's needed $10. I mean, but anyway, as always, when you go to the video, think of 3 things: do I want it? Can you do it? How much is it? And now, because you haven't told me, the player length, the time, and the age. It's you.
The Emperor has been assassinated. The Dark Shogun and his hordes are expanding their influence throughout the Empire.
This is all I need. This is all I need. I love this. And this is what I ask for all the time. How hard is this? We are deep into theme mode. The Emperor's dead. Big beast. I'm seeing artwork here, and I'm seeing a board here. I'm going to guess this is what the board looks like. They are showing me gameplay with components, and I think this is the marriage that Kickstarter should yearn for, because I think it does 2 things at once. The one I was waiting for. I'm on the fence on something you'll get to later. Oh no.
4 heroes will unite to confront him as they forge their own destinies. Explore an open world by land and sea.
Ooh.
Discover new locations. Visit cities, and fulfill quests in a changing world.
Ooh. Oh, no, I want to see more of that quest. This is wowing me right now. Look at all that text. Look at all that text. That looks good.
As you try to avoid the spread of the Shogun's influence. But that's not all. Enter multiple locations. With unique events for each scenario that will depend on chance and your past actions.
What is this? This is some system I don't know about. It's like a tug of war system or something. I'm excited. It's familiar, but at the same time foreign, and that's what appeals to people. I've seen videos on these YouTubes like how can you make the best thumbnails? It's when you have things that appeal to people, but they're still somewhat foreign for one reason or another. Alan, gave you a shout out last night during the Tuesday Night Games live stream. We used all your advice to improve our Kickstarter, and now we're about to end with over $1 million and 15,000 backers. That's amazing. I think you're already on pace for that anyway, because that was just a bang-up project. But yes, I actually saw that your project dipped back up in the popularity chart, which was so cool. And it was near Thanksgiving, I think, and I was like, I kind of want to reach out to Alan and see what they're doing different right now, because they were moving the needle, and I could tell. Anywho, back to this. Which I'm loving this video so far.
Fate may benefit either the Shogun's hordes or you.
Ooh, that's a cool gameplay element right there, and I think you spotlighted it in a really solid way. Because we've all seen cards like this where you slowly slide them up or down and you unlock certain things. That's not new, but putting them in a sleeve, a thematic sleeve, I like that.
Face enemies with a variable AI.
Ooh.
Using...
Look at all the information we're showcasing. This is what I love. We're giving the components their due diligence. They're being spotlighted. I can see this player card. It's so
the strategy, the unique abilities of each character. Combining them with various kinds of attacks. Face complex bosses with a specific and unique AI for each turn.
Oh, that looks awesome.
Use the environment to your advantage.
I like this shot a lot as well because I just got a sense of how big this mini is compared to that mini. And sometimes that's not the easiest thing to do on minis games. And they just did this with this one. And they didn't even, it wasn't even the spotlight of this shot potentially, but in this shot they were able to do that. And that's exciting. And I can see this big monster here. It's awesome.
Dare to add the focus die to your attacks to make them lethal for your enemies. Or for yourself. And when there is no hope left, you can perform the Harakiri and give your body to the commies. And for those brave enough to enter the world of Harakiri alone...
Is this the expansion? Is this the pledge level you actually want me to take? Because if it is, I like how you just slowly and very, very prettily unveiled it.
Get ready to meet the greatest of horrors.
That's even... Wait, so what was that? So that was a... What was that? I want to know more.
Get ready to meet the greatest of horrors.
That's a different box.
Get ready for the adventure of a lifetime in Harakiri, Blades of Honor. Coming soon to Kickstarter.
Okay. It's on Kickstarter. Which, you know, that's a minor nitpick. But, wow. Top-notch video. And Hexy Studio, you are good. You are damn good. Because I remember complimenting them last week on one of my favorite videos. I don't remember what it was. Woo! If you're a Kickstarter creator, you should see how much they cost. Because I felt like that was a spectacularly done video. So shout out to Hexy Studio there. Wowzers. I want to buy this game. And that's exactly what this video should be. Do I want it? Yes, through the roof. I think that was great. You did a great job showcasing it. And I still don't know the player link, the time, despite the fact I still don't know the information I want to know. The time link, the age, the player count. I still am in on your video. And so are 1,700 other people. And with a video like that, I can see why. $389,000 raised. Amazing. Let's check it out. First created, 28 backed. Hoggy. Wow. So I'm going to guess they have some previous board game experience, or maybe, I don't know. Synergistic Games is a publisher founded on launch to its first project, Harakiri. Regarding art production, we count on well-known artists and illustrators who have made fantastic pieces of art. Yeah, really well done. But they didn't slap me over the face with the artwork as well. They just let its natural beauty shine while still focusing on the gameplay, which I think is what you do. I think that's the play. Our sculptors have created incredible minis to get a deeper immersion in the extensive world of Harakiri, and on top of that, we share all our experience in gaming to create immense experiences for gaming groups all over the world. Bapper Camp, and we got a lot of people behind the scenes, and that makes sense. So, nothing here convincing me, though, aside from a lot of professionalism, which goes a long way. But I still want to see more. But once again, 28 backs. They don't look like they're just here for a handout. They look like they're aware of how Kickstarters are supposed to work. Let's get into it. Harakiri, the Emperor has been assassinated. Chaos reigns throughout the Empire. A new figure, the Dark Shogun, has emerged from the darkness. Get ready to become part of the story. Free miniature. Wow, 48-hour early bird for Kami Pledge. And you got you're showing it painted as well. That looks nice. That looks nice. I don't think this is painted, but still. I don't have a problem showcasing it painted, but I would mention that it's not painted unless it actually is. Miniature comes unpainted. Yeah, so you put it right there. Okay, so they did mention it. It will only be available through a crowdfunding platform, direct sales through us, or any remaining copies after receipt. So yeah, pretty much this isn't going to be something that's going to be something you're going to be able to get easily after, unless you go to a convention or whatnot. Great. 48 hours. They have fear of missing out. They have a spectacular video, and I think this is the formula here. Like, everything else aside, I've seen the video, I've seen this, I want to see the price, but I think I like what they're doing. So we got the board set up. Looks good. Ages 14 plus, 60 to 150 minutes to play, 1 to 4 players. I would spotlight that. Now, I know that you might say that's going to turn some people off, having that specific, like, that information. But if that's going to turn them off, are they going to buy the game anyway? Like, I feel you could really, because 1 to 4 players, like, since it's an open world game, even as a solo gamer, I'm like, oh, this sounds like fun. And I want to know how the solo works. Like, so I would mention that. That image is indeed from a painted copy of the miniature. Okay. Exploration looks good. The King of Average. It's an amazing dungeon crawler exploration phase. It is a very smart mechanics that I expect to see in many games to come. The adventure phase is one of the best quest management that I've played. I had an absolute blast playing Harakiri. It exceeded my expectations. #1 most hype campaign for 2021. Now this dang it, is how you do a quote. They don't even have the video here, but I see this quote, and they're mentioning mechanisms, they're mentioning specific things in games that I know and that I like, and it's like the #1 most hype campaign for 2021. The fact that a content creator is willing to say that excites me. #1, not one of my favorites, it's not one of my best, it's one of the best, because sometimes you do one of the best, but to say it is the #1 most hype, That's awesome. That's a great quote. There's a lot of ways to feel like you're having fun with the game. Exploration gives you a lot of tactical feel. It feels very rewarding. So that one's doubling down on the sandbox, which I think is a good thing as well. That's going to help a lot with solo gamers. I love sandbox style games. I think that's a mechanism that a lot of people like. Not a spectacular quote, but still, I think it's a great quote. It's deeply impressed me. The theme is amazing, and they have taken care of each and every detail to the highest standard. Okay, I personally don't care that if the theme... I get what they're doing here. Because companies get blasted all the time for being, what is it? It's historically inaccurate, insensitive, whatever that is. And so I think this quote is here to assure people that this isn't historically insensitive, which I don't know if people care. I personally don't care. Like, I hope it is. Like, because when I enjoy a historically themed game, I love knowing that it's close to history. It's just an interesting quote to have. Let me know what you think about that quote. A very complete game because it offers you but it doesn't tell me anything about I guess it tells me about the theme, which is awesome. I don't know. I'm done with the quotes. So we have stretch goals. All right, so we're straight into stretch goals, and then hopefully we'll get right into the price. 100,000, we get a mini. I'd like to know more about this mini. But still, we got a mini. That's a great stretch goal. 135, so we got micro stretch goals. You know, we're already at 300,000, or whatever it may be. These are going to be stretch goals that are going to be hit every day, every other day, and since it's only a 13-day campaign, this means it's going to have to be a Kickstarter you're going to have to come back to, you're going to have to check on, you're going to have to see what's unlocked, what's going on. I like what they're doing. They're generating buzz here. They're wetting my whistle for that price. I want to see it, so we got minis, and I'd like to know more about these minis. This is just a mini? No, there's 6 of these minis. Oh my gosh! We're getting 6 minis? Wow. I would have 6 minis there then almost. But that's super tile. What is this? Double-sided map board. Oh my gosh, this is a banger of a stretch goal here. This is delightful stretch goal area to go through. I mean, I want a little bit more information on if this Hanaki comes with a card or whatever, but this is spectacular. Once again, is this a traveler? Is this a character? I'm excited. I want to know more, and I think they leave me wanting to know more, but I still would like to know it right now. Kami cards, Act 1, Act 2, so 4 new cards. Don't know what that means. I'd still like a little bit of description. But excellent. Excellent. Scenarios. Whoa! More scenarios. 2 scenarios. That sounds like a lot of gameplay. This is fantastic so far. 275. 280. Look at this. Look at how much value is being added to this game. And now, what's the price? What's the price? Give me the price. Demon Hunter? No, you did not. I wish you gave me inches, but I know 106 millimeters is probably big. Oh man, we're gonna unlock that. That's really cool. Now, wait. Demon Hunter is Act 2. What is this? Is this all part of the game? So there's Act 1 and Act 2. Oh. Are the different pledge levels going to be called Act 1 and Act 2? How does this work? Rule booklet. Let's check on that. Come back to it later. Take a little look-see. Rule booklet in 2 different languages as well. Awesome. What's in the box? Ronin Pledge, $109. Okay. ESMSRP. Oh, so 109 euros. I would convert this to United States currency because, once again, I'm going to guess the majority of people are from, Spain. Holy guacamole. Well, I'll just take my American and put it back into my pocket. Oh, hot diggity dog. Whatever you're doing in Spain, you are kicking ass. Because here's the bottom line. This is very untypical. Extremely untypical. Which means whatever they're doing, appealing to the people of Spain, is spectacular. Top notch. Wowzers. Awesome job. I'd still get that US currency there too. But wow. Because here's the bottom line. I'm very interested to see how this number is different at the beginning of the campaign to at the end of the campaign. Because you got 547 people in Spain. They're here. They're now. They're that rocket sending this into outer space. But you need the US. You need the UK. You need the rest of the world to be the ones to carry it across. So I'll be interested. I kind of want to go back and remember to check what these numbers look like towards the end of the campaign. But, so what is 109 euros? Oh, you're going to make me... I don't even know if that's pounds, too. I'm a noob. So it'll tell me over here. So we'll get over that in a second. We'll figure it out. So characters, you're going to get 2 of this mini... That's lots of minis, tons of minis, enemies, cool. And we're spotlighting, and I do like the fact that we're really giving each component its own separate thing. And this is what I always ask for, the long, sexy scrolling shot of all the different components. Everyone's getting their own special area. Player board, asymmetricals, I'm assuming. That's one thing I haven't heard mentioned that I think could be buzzed a little bit more was the asymmetric aspect of the game, because I'm presuming they have that. All their different cards are different. If not, then obviously don't mention it, because that'd be lying. 500 cards and boards. Wow, that is a lot. That is a lot, and that makes me just even more excited about the sandbox aspect of this game. And that makes me feel like this is a special game when I see that number of cards. And that's what you're really trying to get on Kickstarter, right? Like, there's so many big projects on Kickstarter, you're trying to just convince people, like, hey, this one is special. This one is unique. This one's going to stand out from the rest for whatever reason. And this one looks like it has that potential. Like, this 11 artificial intelligence boards. As a solo gamer, I say, oh, that sounds good. That sounds good. And we're unlocking more as we go. So it's like everything that you've already shown me, plus, like, that's exciting to me. That's exciting to me. 8 secret location cards, 97. One thing I would do is I would go back here, and as you unlock new stuff, like, just add like a whole separate icon that's very obvious, and it says +4 Kickstarter unlock, and it's just like, so it's not like 84 now, it's 88. Just as I go through here, it's just going to help increase that sense of value to me as I'm going through, because this I'm feeling great on that value right there. Map board. You asked for what? So what is it? Oh, well, I'll get to because there's going to be a larger pledge level. This isn't even the pledge level that we're supposed to get. Remember, I imagine there's going to be one bigger than this, but they're doing such a great job making me want this pledge level that now, what's the next pledge level? My whistle is so wetted. Other components, 9 attack dice, 20 Kai dice, 200 plus tokens. And look, we're not just showing you generic circles, we're zooming in. I know this is cardboard, but that's a nice cardboard token. I know, you have those little stupid squares all over for like ever. You keep finding them for weeks at a time. But I love those. I love those kind of components with the tactile feels, because that actually helps people with vision issues as well. So we got a campaign book, rule book, character books, plastic rings. Oh my gosh, low key, amazing component. They make everything so much easier. All unlocked stretch goals to be revealed. So this is Act 2. The Emperor's Legacy, which was part of the stretch goal content, and then this is Fear and Hope, the stretch goals miniature box. So we get all this for 109. Wait, so is this just one clean, clear pledge level? Because if that's the case, I'm all for that. That is something that has been used to great effect on Kickstarter, and I'm all about that. Just, this is the premium package. We have one pledge level. Get this. Maybe we got a retailer one as well. And if that's the case, I love that. And then look at this. It's not showing me in inches, but it's still giving me a good sense of the scale on these scopes. I'd recommend the inches, though. But that's great. Miniature scale, then we got some of them painted. Those things look gorgeous, too. Oh, my. I almost want just a teeny bit more zoom, but that's still great job showcasing. Wow. Oh, ho, ho, ho. And here's the thing. Typically, when I do minis games like this, I feel like they just show too much of the minis. This one, I feel like they're showing the right amount. Like, they're like, yeah, our minis are amazing, but so is our gameplay. So now we have, okay, take backsies. Here we go. Now we have the big pledges, what is going to be the most popular one, presumably. But honestly, that $109 one, I was like, dang, that looks spectacular. For those who want to enjoy all the gameplay content offered during this campaign in one single pledge, enjoy the world of Harakiri. And, oh, wait, so you don't get, wait, what? So do we get, I thought it said we got the, plus we get the all, so we got all the stretch goals, right? Yeah, I get the Act 2 and the Fear and Hope miniatures box. I get everything with that. That's what that says. Okay? You saw that. I saw that. We all saw that. Now this, Act 2, the Emperor's Legacy. Oh, this is a different Act 2. No, that's the same Act 2. Okay. So, yeah, they get that as well. And then they get this. Oh, but they get these 2 extra boxes. Got it. Wrath of the Gods, Jubei's Curse. So maybe just like a little bit extra, like a plus or something here. Just like a little green plus. I don't know. So, and then they're presumably going to have a long, sexy scrolling shot convincing me right now why I need to pay this. Which I hope they do. And they do. Mulan. Ooh. And this is, so this is the dude from the first 48 hours. So you get 2 of them if you do it? Okay. Whatever. Guan, Daji, Sacred Beast. Oh, wow, those look great. Oh, my. Those look so good. This looks, oh, my goodness. A campaign book, mission cards, AI boss cards, 32 artificial intelligence boss cards, 32 of them. Oh, my. Yeah, I want this. I already felt like this was a premium game. Now I think it needs even more. Now, the stretch goals, I will say, no, they did it. They did it. They did it. because the stretch goals are for both these pledge levels. I am really curious to see which of these pledges is going to be more popular, because I think both of them look like great pledges. The first one is if you want to dip your toes into it, but dipping your toes into it still seems like you're going to have tons of gameplay, I think. Whereas this is just like the absolute completionist, but that is actually what I think most people are on Kickstarter nowadays. So I still predict this $199 one is going to be massively more popular than the other one. But we'll see. We will see. Secret boxes? What? There's secret boxes? Ugh. During the campaign, you will reveal new miniatures and many other components, including the expansion, as you accompany you buy on his journey. So, this, I could see turning off some people if they went with the cheaper box. Something of note, but it's still, as someone, I think they're more popular. I don't think that's going to be an issue, because I think most people are probably going to get this level. But still, oh no, there's another one. There's another. Okay, I thought we were done. I thought for sure we were done, but no, there's more. If you want everything for the definitive experience, this pledge includes all cosmetic and lore add-ons, in addition to all gameplay elements, and saving up to. So this, okay, I do kind of like this little brief paragraph. This is just for cosmetic and lore add-ons. No additional games. Art book, extra die, neoprene mat. That's hot. Alternative mini. That's the first day stretch goal thing. Okay, that's kind of clever how they did that. And then 1,300 premium sleeve. You know what? This, I don't have an issue with this. I think they've cracked the code. Holy dear God, this is a first-time creator. Stop it! What kind of behind-the-scenes people you got on this? Because this looks so good. Because this is, yeah. So if I just want all the gameplay, boom. If I just want to dip my toes, boom. And if I want just, I know this is going to be one of my favorite all-time games. I'm going to get 1,300 premium sleeves, boom. I'll be very interested to see how those break down and what are the most popular. So let's look at the prices now. So $109, so it's $124. Premium cost, 170 backers. Okay. $226, 45. So, whoa, yeah, 1,000. Oh, no, this is the early bird. Oh, so there's early bird. Early bird commie pledge. This is, there's the early bird honor pledge. Okay, so 1,032 people took just the base game. No, this is the commie. Which one's the tank? Oh, come on. Stupid. Oh, I gotta scroll all the way up. Okay, so this is the commie pledge. This is the Ronin pledge, the commie pledge. There's no early bird Ronin pledge. They were just like, forget you. Early bird commie pledge, which is the one they want everyone to take, because it's gonna essentially fund 2, 3, 4, 5. It's gonna fund 3 additional boxes. Or however that math breaks out. That's the one they want you to take, and sure enough, 1,032 people took that, and that's what I predicted would be. Now, the early bird honor pledge, 354, so 354 people are the completionists, and that's a solid number, and that right there is why I was so happy that they offered that pledge level. Because let's do some simple math here, and it's not simple, actually. 354 times 328, that's a lot of money. That is $90,000, it's like $100,000 maybe? Am I doing the math? So 100 times 3, so it'd be, it's a lot. It's 30,000. So it's like, yeah, it's like $100,000 right there. That's why you add that pledge level. That's $100,000 right there. If my math is right, which I think it is. Somebody in chat back me up. I feel confident right now. And that's, like, that felt like a mic drop right there. Jesus, that pledge level. One pledge level. That early bird. Those card sleeves. That's how you launch your game off with a rocket. That's how you get your game into retail. By just saying, you get you just got the taste. You got the taste of the first box, and the first box looks good, but you're going to want all this extra stuff. You're going to want all these 30 AI characters. You're going to want you want to be Mulan, right? You want Sun Wukong. Like, excellently done. Excellently done so far, this Kickstarter. Shipping. I need shipping. But other than that, so the price. $226. That's high. That is insanely high. But I feel like they have stoked this hype train so well with an amazing video and relatively clear, informative component list. I feel, because once again, this is not a review of the product. And I always want to specify that. I'm not reviewing this game. I'm reviewing this Kickstarter page, and I think they are A+ right now in my book almost. I think the only thing that hasn't been really given to me was just how much hours of gameplay is in the box. Like, what am I going to be doing, I think, a little bit. $116,000 on that pledge alone for the honor pledge. Thank you so much, Julio or Julio. I don't know which one it is. Apologies. Explore. I don't know. I apologize because how would I know? Fast world while completing quests that will affect your own destiny, and then the entire. So that's cool. So it kind of sounds like Destinies from Lucky Duck Games, where each one you're going to have your own objectives you're trying to complete, and you're going to be exploring this open world trying to complete your objectives. And I actually love that style game. I think that's a really cool mechanism, because then the choices that you make impact the world, hopefully, and that's just neat. New locations, allies, and enemies to face. Upgrade your equipment, increase your affinity with your kami. Wow. Choose your path while you dive into your personal story, while you focus on increasing the connection with your kami. Exploration phase. This is good, and I love this stuff. I love this stuff, and a lot of times you'll see me bag on this stuff and say, oh my gosh, it just takes forever, it's too long. But no, as long as you get the important stuff out of the way first. They got out the prices first, they got out the components and the pledges first, and now, yeah, immerse me in all of this goodness. I love it. Then we get the videos, Tale of Two Games. They already have the quotes up top, which is fine. I think they led with the quotes, which I think was kind of smart. So this is their video drop area. I'd love to see the shipping before it. You know, I still am the odd duck in the industry who says, why not have the shipping right after the add-ons? Why not? And then we have a team. I see this. So we have a team, co-author, extensive background in board games. He's a specialist in solitaire games. So yeah, like I said, this feels like they have people who know what they're doing. And oh my God, this is how you hit the ground running, folks. Woo! Hats off to everyone in this company. And I want to do a little behind the corner thing. The reason why I made this video, and I made this video I think in like October, was I saw that this game had a huge number of people who were, hey, remind me when it goes live. And so I try to cover these big games the first day they come out, because obviously that's how the YouTube works, right? And they pulled it, and then for a month, and now they're launching it, and I would love to see what happened in that month, or what they did in that month to improve. But I'm going to guess they just polished, because this looks so good. Like, can you do it? I am so impressed. And it's a first-time creator. Top notch. I feel comfortable. Disclaimer. Harakiri, I feel comfortable. And this is the other big thing. I feel comfortable despite the fact they are saying we're going to make, for our first game, 6 boxes. And dice, and cards, and add-ons, and neoprene mats, and everything. They are taking the biggest bite of pie that they can possibly take. And I actually did another Kickstarter game earlier this week where they did something similar, and I didn't feel like they got the pie as much. Heroes of the Spire. They're a first-time created. They went big. And I think if you compare those side by side, you see like some of the amazing choices. Like, I don't know. I just think this is top notch. And then we're just shipping. It didn't take forever to get the shipping, at least. That's good. The rewards will be shipped at our cost to the international chubs of the logistics company. The area listed under the ones are the ones with custom friendly shipping. Shipping will be charged via Pledge Manager after the Kickstarter campaign ends, based on the weight of the pledge and the country to which it's going to be shipped. For backers living outside the country specified as friendly, customs taxes may occur. I think they're talking about VATs. So these ones are friendly. That's China, Canada, EU. So that's good, right? One of my EU friends let me know. That's good, right? We're cool on the VAT. They're not getting jacked by the VAT, I think. Seems better than the Heroes of Shire Kickstarter. Yeah, Pike, that's what I was saying. Totally. I think they put more in the front end, and it shows. EU zone, 25, 35, 38. So we're looking, where am I? Alaska, Hawaii. Where are we? We're buried. We're buried. Why are we below Alaska and Hawaii? Oh, we're not. $29, $38. It's 38 euros. Once again, I'd love if you converted this to my currency. But at this point, I'm not even going to nitpick it that hard, because I want your product so much. You did such a good job that, yes, it'd be nice if you made this a little bit easier for me to give you my money. But I don't want to miss out on this experience. You have brought me into it. Now I'm curious, what else do we got going on? We got stretch goals, which is exciting. What is this? Oh, this is the VAT. So you're going to get jacked by the VAT, but it looks like they're telling you how much you're going to get jacked by the VAT, which is awesome. I actually love that. Oh my God. Hungary. No. Hungary has to pay 441 euros? No, that can't be right. Is that their total price? Pledge. Oh, plus? Wow. Pledge plus shipping estimation plus VAT. I'm leaning towards an A+ right now. This Kickstarter makes my heart so happy. That is so worldwide friendly. You did the work for them. And your result, your cookie, is all these international backers. Hundreds of thousands of dollars, potentially. I love this company. I don't even remember their name, but I love what they're doing right now. This is beautiful. Make this the industry standard. This is a lot more work. Maybe it's not. I don't even know if it's a lot more work. I think it's just taking your numbers and times them by things. Whatever it is, though, this is top notch. I'm going to do a separate video after I get done spotlighting how much I love this and why I want this to be industry standard. That is just so beautiful. Okay, important information. I forgot. So yeah, I'm in. Refund policy. Let's check the FAQ, the updates, comments. Let's get out of here. So it's ugly FAQ up there. I would recommend going to look at Colossal Games. Reload project, how they organize it. It's just an easier way to doing, so it'd be like a shipping section, a language section, an add-on section, a pledge manager section. Because right now, if I have a specific FAQ, I have to read 15 things before I get to, oh, here's mine. So I just think it's easier to organize. But it seems like you have a pretty in-depth there. So we got 18 hearts, 5 comments, 33 hearts, 4 comments, 35 hearts, 1 comment. Oh no, I don't like that. So we have 1,786 backers who are so excited about this project. They have joined on day 1/day 1.5. When did this launch? Did this launch today or this? I think this launched yesterday. Yeah, this launched yesterday after, I think, afternoon, potentially. Oh, so we have 8 updates in the first 24 hours. No wonder we're not getting nearly as much engagement. You're getting to the point of Crazy X territory. I don't need 8 don't get me wrong. Your video is great. Your pledge, everything's good. I don't need 8 messages from you. I don't get 8 messages from my wife in one day. All right? like that's, you're pushing it there, buddy. Slow down. That's going to mean less engagement on these updates. It's going to be less excitement on these updates. And it could potentially mean, a slight downtick in people checking out the updates. So slow your roll. And I know what a lot of people are doing now is they have their updates pre-planned based on certain stretch goals getting hit, based on certain numeric amounts getting hit, based on certain points, certain barometer, things like that. And you have to be careful with that because if you do way better potentially than you expected, you don't want to blast these out all at once. Let me know if I'm crazy on this one, but you as a Kickstarter backer, do you like it when you get between 5 to 10 updates in a day from a company? What do you do? Do you ignore them? Do you delete them? Or do you say, I'll go check those back out later? How do you handle that situation? I need to make a poll on this one. All right, but let's see. What's the most engaging one? 4 comments, 1 comment, 3 comments, 3 comments, 3 comments, 3 comments, 7 comments. So nothing. Pretty much just the first one where people are like, we're super excited about this project. At least I'm guessing. You got 538 people in Spain. I'm gonna guess, yeah, it's just excitement. This is the first, this one, and that tells me that you are not doing your updates. Whoever's doing the updates needs to step this up a little bit. You got to be getting people engaged. Because the other thing is your hearts are going to start going down. 44, 43, 38, 32, 35. Dipping back up. 33 during the day. 19. This one just launched today though, but that's fine. Hearts are great, but you need the comments. You need the engagement. You want to read the 3 links down below. You want to tickle those Kickstarter algorithms so you can stay towards the top of the popularity chart. Because if you're top of the popularity chart, that's also going to put you relatively high on people's magic charts as well. Because that's how there's different ways that people see the project on Kickstarter typically if you just click on it. There's magic, there's popularity, but most of the time it's either on magic or popularity. And I don't know this for a fact, but it stands to believe that popularity and magic are probably very closely interweaved with your viewing habits as well. But long-winded, loquacious way of saying just end with a question. Always end with a question, especially if you have 1,787 people who are so excited they're going to pay you, most of them, $200, 200 euros. We're probably looking around the 250, 300 euros with shipping and everything like that. Engage us. Engage us. What's your favorite sandbox game? What are some different sandbox elements that you love? What would be some areas of this culture that you'd like to see explored in future expansions? Just any. Make them make them not super narrow. You know what? Super narrow questions where it's going to be like most people have to put in some time or some research to answer it, but asking them generic questions that are going to get people counter-talking. Like someone else might say, oh, I love how this game does this. Great Western Legends does this. And you say, oh, that would be cool. That'd be cool if this character could do this sort of thing in a future expansion or something like that. That's how you get engagement, and you get comments, and you get updates, and you stay on top of the popularity chart. So I hopefully those updates, I think drop to an, I don't know. It's either an A+ or an A. But let's check out the updates. Assuming the comments aren't a flaming dumpster fire, this might be my first A+. Thanks for the update. I am just confused on the big map event cards we're getting now for 20% of Act 1 and Act 2 and probably 10% of each other expansion. Does that make sense for... Whoa. Okay. I was super excited but didn't back. I feel like there's no reason to back during the Kickstarter, so happy I can save the money. What did I miss? Adventure phase, exploration phase, feedback received. What will we do with it? Hello, everyone. As most of you know, our game has two different types of phases. So the so-called adventure phase, in which characters travel across Japan, filling quests and interacting with a changing world, and the exploration phase, in which characters explore locations using the abilities, facing the Shogun hordes, and interacting with different types of events in a path. Oh, okay. Regarding the exploration phase, the feedback received has been exceptional, with many opinions, including those of the content creators, agreeing that the new mechanics we have created for the game make for a very engaging and different experience, even among the many games they have such a praise. As for the adventure phase, opinions have been much more diverse. While some creators have seen it as an interesting addition that helps immersion in the story, the element that our goal with this phase, there have been opinions that have remarked some elements that have not quite fit. First of all, we want to point out, as already stated in some of the reviews, that the most important part of the game is the exploration phase, which is where most of the hours of the campaign are played, both in terms of durability and quantity. Currently, the ratio of hours between... Wow, this is getting into the weeds of stuff here. Okay. That's good. I mean, that's good being transparent. That said, we would like to highlight some additional points to keep in mind because the experience has been based on the submitted prototype. The adventure phase scenario that the content creator have received does not have all the mechanics that we rolled out during the Act 1 campaign. Among them are the appearance of secret locations, the creation of the camps. So pretty much what they're saying is, hey, chill out. This reviewer only has a small portion of the game. They don't have everything. We're not going to make huge knee-jerk reactions to it. And this... and I can tell you this is behind-the-scenes stuff, is common. I have done quite a few Kickstarter campaigns where I get a portion of a game, especially when it's a massive game like this. Time of Legends Destiny's come to my mind, and I made sure I mentioned that in the review, that I only played through the first of, I believe, was 4 scenarios. And I love that game. I adore that game. I think I did one for maybe Folklore the Affliction, I think, as well, way back in the day, and I only had a portion of the gameplay content. Well, the early bird was a $20 discount, and you'll only get the one figure. I haven't seen any reason to commit since it will be available during retail. I also have Gloom, Frostmadar, and just got Kingdom Death Monster. Okay. I didn't actually look at that, like the value. That's not something I typically look at. I need to consider that more in the future. I'm always trying to make these Kickstarter critiques better, and I've never really thought about it. Great feedback management, wonderful update, boys. So this is people liking what they're doing, pretty much. But I still think updates should be getting people engaged. But at the end of the day, comments. Make sure that's a flaming dumpster fire. There's a great changes. Glad you guys are listening to feedback. I hope you guys continue to do so and open the gameplay to allow characters to be played in any Act expansion. Play Mulan in Act 1 or Act 2, for example. Yeah, that seems kind of like what people would want. That's interesting. What a great update. I really appreciate this thoughtful response to initial backer and content creator feedback. I believe this project is very capable and caring hands. And once again, people like this. We want you to be transparent. We want to know about how the sausage gets made. And that's one thing I'm trying to do more as a content creator myself. I just shot an hour-long video about how much money I made on YouTube in November and how I make different money here and what's popular and what's not popular, because people like to see that. Some people do, and the people that don't like to see it just don't watch it. And so I think they're doing a great job here. And then we got collaborators up here, creators, collaborators. We have numerous collaborators in the comments, which means we're going to have some great customer service. Oh, the king of average is in here. What's this one? Sucks that in their update, they're essentially like, I know majority of you guys don't like the fact that we have 2 phases and are unnecessarily making the game too big, but oh well, we will keep it like this because we are right, and you have to accept that you guys are wrong and will like it in the end. Now this shows the cut of your jib. How do you respond to a comment like this? That is not what I read. I would dare say you understood quite the contrary to what we said. We received feedback We detailed changes to adapt to that feedback and gave a wide vision of the overall size of each phase. I'll read again. Sorry, worked overnight, so I might have read it wrong. Will delete the comment. Oh, I can't, LOL. I get to see my mistake. Ooh, Leo. I hope to say that. Is that you? Is that you? Owning up to it. That's spectacular. Yeah, many people's problems is they're forcing 2 phases and making the game bigger than is needed, almost feeling like they're trying to jack the price up with that. Interesting. We will focus on improving the adventure phase and the outcomes adventure phase. And here's the thing. I'm curious, and I would love if you take a moment to post in the chat whenever you're seeing this. Do you as a Kickstarter backer care about this? About this behind the scenes things? Or were you just so wowed by that video, by the price, by the minis, that you're just like, I back it, and then you move on? I don't know. Like, it's everybody shops different. No worries. We all make them. Lord knows I do. Anyway, as a general statement on the subject, so not directed to anyone specifically, I support creators implementing their vision and finding an audience that digs it. It's a fine line between taking in feedback and compromising your vision. Their vision is to show the grand sweeping changes across Japan via that mode, and while it may not be my favorite part of the game, I want them to implement and deliver on their vision. One of the nice things about Kickstarter is you are free to follow what you want to do with no publisher controlling you. It's a freedom for creativity that I quite enjoy, even if everything that is created isn't my cup of tea. I feel like he handled that really well. Now I should probably go read that update. Well said. The king has arrived. And then look at this. This is mostly collaborators. So great customer service here. And I think, well, here's the thing. It is great customer service, right? Because they have a laundry, like, people are upset. Like, they have a group of people who are upset, and I feel like they're handling it in such a way that it actually makes them look better. It makes them look more transparent. It makes it look less like my money's just going to disappear poof on this first-time creator's massive mega bite of pie that they're trying to take. And I hope that's the case, because this is getting a damn good grade from me. So, Harakiri, Blades of Honor from Synergic Games, final grade. Also, the company's fresh, so who knows how it's going to be right in the... yeah, who knows? But my final grade. Do I want it? Yes. Hexy Studio just slammed that into my eye holes. It was spectacular. I think this main area could be spiced up a little bit. I'd love to know the player count. I'd love to know that very lengthy time length. Because I think it was like up to 150 minutes. That's great for a core group of people. Do I want it? Yes. Can you do it? You have crossed every T. You have dotted every I. You are doing spectacular customer service. You have, because here's the thing. Some companies don't handle this the right way, and this turns into a flaming dumpster fire. And we have all seen the companies that don't handle situations, whatever they may be. Not saying that it's like apples to apples, but situations and how they handle them. And I feel like they handled it really well. There's a large team here. There's a lot of experience here. And it shows. So yes, can you do it? I feel about as comfortable as I could feel with a first-time creator creating this massive, mega, epic game. How much is it? It's a premium price. It is very expensive. But, you know that. Box, that's... Okay, so there's one thing. That's a nitpick. We got to nitpick a little bit when we get to this price point. I don't know the size of the box. It's just now kind of realizing to me I don't know the size of the box, and I don't know the size of all the boxes with the expansions. I would like to know that. I assume it's going to be a lot, because you're sending a lot. So final grade on this one, I think I'm giving it an A. I think I'm giving it an A. I think I'm going to give this one an A. Just so many things, and I think it showcases right here. The Spain, I can't give it an A+. I didn't like the updates. I didn't like how they weren't asking questions. I did love the updates, how they were handling their customer service, but I didn't think they were engaging as much. I didn't like the main image as much, and I got to save the A+. The A+ is elusive. I don't think I've ever given it an A+. Maybe once. But yes, this is about as close to getting it to an A. And from a first-time creator, wowzers. This was a spectacular Kickstarter-looking Harakiri Blades of Honor. I hope the game is just as spectacular. Forgot to look at the rules, but I don't even care. That video did such a good job. Hexy Studios. Amazing. But if you enjoy this sort of content, please be sure to click on that subscribe button down below, because every time we do a Kickstarter critique, it's a weird, wild journey, and the more people join, the funner it gets, because they fill in the blanks of all the things that I miss with my ADHD. Thank you, by the way, chat. You're amazing. And as always, thanks for your time, YouTube.